Another question would be, why read this text at all? It's a good text to address our hang-ups with modernity, right? So we live in this modern world, this 21st century world, which is defined by philosophy, education, science, technology, mathematics, history, all these things that we know and love, that we're educated through. And Socrates is heralding this new modern world with in the text, but you know, how do we feel about this modernity, right? So this is, what scholars refer to as the crisis of modernity or post-modernity, right? So we have all these things that have done, great things for us, right? Whether we like it or not, but there's some great things there, but has there also been, a lot of bad things or a downside to it, right? So the question is, have philosophy, education, science, technology made the world a better or a worse place? So most Americans would say, probably a better place, right? But, is that necessarily true? So we can sort of see the birth moment of this modern world. Plato and Socrates are heralding it, right? And we live in it, so we can consider, the effects of it. And I've given you the famous quote, right, from Thomas Gray, from his poem, where ignorance is bliss comes from, right? So a lot of times people will juxtapose the modern world with all its civilization mechanisms, right, with this idea of ignorance is bliss, right? And, this is where it originally comes from, that phrase, right? That's the last paragraph, stanza of the poem. And the question is, as modern humans, are we condemned to think, to know, and to be mindful? Is there no way out, right? So is thinking and knowledge and civilization a problem in and of itself, that civilization is meant to be a solution to our problems of the human condition, but have they just added to it? How to read the text? Can we unforeclose the text, right? That's always the big issue in IH. So, dead on arrival, right? That most texts in a gen ed class, especially in an IH class, are canonical, right? We've been told that they're important. We've read them or read, part of them or another text, right? So can we read again? That's always the question, right? And so the issues are with Plato, Socrates, the topic of philosophy, and the topic of science.